Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today. I want to share something simple but incredibly powerful with you, an exercise that can transform your life in just 3 days. It's called Talk to Yourself Like This for just 3 days. Now, before you dismiss it as a trivial suggestion, let me ask you, how often do we find ourselves caught in a cycle of self-doubt, negative thoughts, or harsh self-criticism? How many times do we tell ourselves we can't do something, or that we aren't good enough? We're all guilty of it at times, myself included. But what if we change the way we spoke to ourselves? The way we talk to ourselves shapes the way we perceive the world and our place in it. Self-talk is an internal dialogue that influences our emotions, behaviors, and actions. It is the silent conversation we have within ourselves every day, and while it may seem like an invisible force, it holds incredible power. Our thoughts, words, and beliefs ultimately determine how we approach challenges, interact with others, and navigate life's ups and downs. When our self-talk is negative, it can undermine our confidence and prevent us from pursuing opportunities. Thoughts like, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or I don't deserve happiness can erode our self-worth and create a cycle of fear and doubt. This inner critic often holds us back from taking risks, stepping outside our comfort zones, or fully embracing our potential. It convinces us that we're limited, unworthy, or incapable, even when that's far from the truth. On the other hand, when we consciously choose to cultivate positive self-talk, we can unlock a vast reservoir of potential. Positive self-talk is not about blindly ignoring reality or pretending that everything is perfect. It is about reprogramming our thoughts to focus on solutions, growth, and possibilities. Instead of dwelling on our shortcomings or failures, positive self-talk encourages us to focus on our strengths, progress, and capacity for change. When we speak to ourselves with kindness and encouragement, it helps us develop a mindset that is resilient and optimistic. For example, when faced with a difficult challenge, instead of thinking, I can't do this, we can choose to think, I am capable of handling this and I will learn from the experience. This subtle shift in our internal dialogue has the power to change the way we approach obstacles and setbacks. Rather than feeling defeated, we can feel empowered and motivated to keep going, knowing that we have the inner strength to overcome difficulties. Positive self-talk doesn't just influence how we feel in the moment, it also shapes the way we view ourselves in the long term. Our beliefs about ourselves impact our actions, and our actions determine the outcomes we experience. If we constantly tell ourselves that we're not good enough or that success is out of reach, we may not take the necessary steps to pursue our goals or dreams. But if we affirm that we are worthy of success and capable of achieving our goals, we're more likely to take bold, proactive steps toward realizing our potential. Self-talk is also deeply connected to our emotions. Negative self-talk can lead to feelings of anxiety, depression, and helplessness. When we constantly criticize ourselves, we create an emotional environment that fosters stress and dissatisfaction. In contrast, positive self-talk can improve our emotional well-being by fostering feelings of self-love, compassion, and confidence. The way we talk to ourselves affects how we experience life on a daily basis, so by choosing more uplifting thoughts, we can improve our mental and emotional health. But here's the thing, positive self-talk is not something that happens automatically. It requires practice and awareness. Many of us are so accustomed to negative thinking patterns that it can feel uncomfortable or even unnatural to change the way we speak to ourselves. However, the more we practice reframing our thoughts and replacing self-criticism with encouragement, the easier it becomes. Over time, positive self-talk can become second nature, and the benefits compound in ways we might not even realize at first. In a world that often focuses on external validation and comparison, learning to nurture our inner dialogue is one of the most powerful tools we have for cultivating lasting self-confidence and achieving our goals. The power of self-talk is that it's entirely within our control. We may not be able to control everything that happens to us, but we can control the way we respond to ourselves. By changing our internal narrative, we open the door to new possibilities and a deeper sense of self-empowerment. Change is one of the most powerful forces in life, yet it is often met with resistance. This resistance comes not just from external circumstances, but from within us, our thoughts, fears, and habits. We all experience moments when we feel stuck, when we know we need to change, but the path forward seems unclear or difficult. However, what if the key to unlocking the transformation we desire lies in a simple challenge to change the way we talk to ourselves for just 3 days? The challenge to change may seem small, but in truth, it is the foundation of much larger transformation. The reason why this challenge works is that it starts with the one person you can control: yourself. The thoughts we have and the words we speak to ourselves shape our reality. This internal dialogue has an immense impact on our emotions, behaviors, and mindset. For many of us, negative self-talk has become so ingrained that we don't even notice it anymore. We berate ourselves for mistakes, second-guess our abilities, and tell ourselves that we're not good enough. But imagine for a moment if we could change the script even for just a few days. This challenge isn't about pretending that everything is perfect or suppressing negative emotions. It's about taking a conscious step to reframe our thoughts and words in a way that serves our growth and potential. It's about choosing to speak to ourselves with kindness, patience, and encouragement. Instead of focusing on our limitations, we focus on our strengths and the opportunities for growth. Rather than giving in to self-doubt, we choose self-belief. The challenge to change is about taking control of the narrative in our minds, rewriting it, and watching as it shifts our experience of life. Why just 3 days? Because 3 days is enough time to start breaking old habits and building new ones. It's a short enough window to commit to without feeling overwhelmed, but long enough to notice the initial effects of change. In 3 days, you can begin to change the way you view challenges, setbacks, and successes. You can begin to retrain your mind to approach life with optimism, confidence, and resilience. The more you consciously shift your self-talk toward positivity, the more you'll start to see a difference in how you feel, think, and act. However, this challenge requires intentionality. It's not a passive endeavor. It demands effort and mindfulness. It may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to being self-critical or harsh with yourself. When negative thoughts arise, catch them and gently replace them with something more empowering. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," try saying, "I can figure this out." "I am capable." Instead of thinking, "I always fail," try saying, "Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow." It may feel forced at first, but over time, this new pattern of thinking will become more natural. The beauty of this challenge is that it's not just about the immediate effects, it's about the long-term benefits that can come from shifting your inner dialogue. By changing the way you talk to yourself for just 3 days, you're planting the seeds for lasting change. The more you practice positive self-talk, the more it becomes ingrained in your mindset. This shift in thinking can lead to improved emotional well-being, increased self-confidence, and a stronger sense of self-worth. You'll start to notice that you're less likely to dwell on negative thoughts and more likely to take proactive steps toward your goals. The 3-day challenge also allows you to experience the power of self-compassion. When you speak kindly to yourself, you create a safe space to grow and evolve. You give yourself permission to make mistakes without judgment, knowing that every mistake is a learning opportunity. This mindset shift can help you take risks, step outside of your comfort zone, and embrace challenges with a sense of curiosity instead of fear. But the most significant impact of this challenge is the awareness it brings. For many of us, negative self-talk is so automatic that we don't even realize how much it affects us. By consciously choosing to change the way we speak to ourselves, we become more aware of our thought patterns and how they shape our experiences. This awareness is the first step in transforming our mindset and ultimately our lives. A shift in mindset is one of the most profound changes a person can undergo, yet it is often one of the most difficult. Our mindset is the lens through which we view the world, ourselves, and our potential. It dictates how we respond to challenges, how we interpret success and failure, and how we interact with the people around us. A shift in mindset is not just about thinking more positively or having a temporary burst of motivation. It's about transforming the way we perceive and approach life on a deeper level. One of the first things to understand about a shift in mindset is that it is a process, not an event. It doesn't happen overnight, but over time with consistent effort, awareness, and intention. The process begins with the realization that the way we think about ourselves and the world is not set in stone. We are not defined by our past, our circumstances, or even our current abilities. A shift in mindset means recognizing that we have the power to change the way we think, and in doing so, change the way we experience life. The shift most people need is from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. In a fixed mindset, people believe that their abilities, intelligence, and talents are static, something they are born with and can't change. People with a fixed mindset often shy away from challenges, fearing failure and rejection because they see these setbacks as a reflection of their limitations. They believe that if they fail, it means they are not good enough, and therefore they avoid taking risks or pushing themselves beyond their comfort zones. On the other hand, a growth mindset is based on the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed with effort, learning, and persistence. People with a growth mindset embrace challenges because they see them as opportunities to grow. They understand that failure is not an indication of their worth, but a natural part of the learning process. Instead of avoiding challenges, they tackle them head on, knowing that each experience, whether successful or not, will contribute to their growth. Shifting from a fixed to a growth mindset requires a fundamental change in how we view ourselves and our abilities. It involves challenging the limiting beliefs that have been ingrained in us over the years, often from childhood or past experiences. These beliefs, such as "I'm not good enough" or "I'll never be successful," can hold us back from reaching our true potential. A shift in mindset means replacing these limiting beliefs with empowering thoughts, such as "I am capable of learning and growing," and "I have the ability to improve with effort and practice." The shift in mindset also extends to how we view failure. In a fixed mindset, failure is seen as something to avoid at all costs, a sign that we are not good enough. But in a growth mindset, failure is viewed as a stepping stone towards success. It is a necessary part of the learning process. People with a growth mindset understand that they don't learn from their successes as much as they do from their failures. When they fail, they ask themselves, what can I learn from this? How can I do better next time? This mindset encourages resilience, perseverance, and a willingness to keep going even when things get tough. In practical terms, a shift in mindset means changing the way we talk to ourselves. The words we use in our inner dialogue are powerful tools for shaping our beliefs. Instead of telling ourselves, "I can't do this," we can say, "I am learning how to do this." Instead of thinking, "I'll never get it," we can think, "I'll get better with practice." These small shifts in language may seem insignificant, but over time they create a mindset that is focused on growth, improvement, and possibility. Another key aspect of a shift in mindset is self-compassion. People with a fixed mindset are often their own harshest critics. When they make mistakes, they beat themselves up and feel like failures. In contrast, those with a growth mindset approach mistakes with self-compassion. They recognize that nobody is perfect and that mistakes are simply part of being human. Instead of criticizing themselves, they treat themselves with kindness and understanding, allowing themselves the space to learn, grow, and improve. A shift in mindset also involves changing our perspective on effort. In a fixed mindset, people often believe that if they have to work hard at something, it means they're not naturally good at it. They may give up when things get tough, believing that their lack of natural talent is an insurmountable barrier. But in a growth mindset, effort is seen as the key to success. People with a growth mindset know that talent alone is not enough. It is the effort, persistence, and willingness to keep going that lead to mastery and achievement. This understanding empowers them to continue working toward their goals, even when faced with obstacles. Consistency is one of the most powerful and often underrated forces in personal growth and success. It is the steady, persistent application of effort over time that leads to lasting results. While talent, intelligence, and resources are important, it is consistency that often makes the biggest difference in achieving long-term goals and creating meaningful change. Without consistency, even the most promising plans and ambitions can falter, but when consistency is applied, the results are undeniable. The impact of consistency can be seen in many areas of life, from fitness and career advancement to relationships and personal development. When you consistently put in the effort, no matter how small the steps may seem, you begin to build momentum. This momentum propels you forward, helping you to overcome obstacles, stay focused, and ultimately achieve your desired outcomes. Consistency allows you to make steady progress toward your goals even when you don't see immediate results. It teaches you that success is not an event but a process, and that the small daily actions add up over time. One of the key aspects of consistency is its ability to build discipline. Discipline is often the result of consistent action over time. It's the ability to stay focused and committed even when distractions arise or motivation wanes. The more consistent you are, the more you develop the mental fortitude to stick to your plan, even on the days when you don't feel like it. Consistency helps you create habits that serve your long-term success, making it easier to stay on track even when external circumstances are challenging. Consistency also plays a crucial role in building trust both with yourself and with others. When you consistently follow through on your commitments, you begin to trust yourself more. You develop a sense of reliability and accountability, knowing that you will do what you say you will do. This trust in yourself is empowering, as it reinforces your belief in your ability to achieve what you set out to do. In turn, others begin to trust you more as well. Consistency in your actions and behaviors builds a reputation for reliability and integrity, which can lead to stronger relationships both personally and professionally. In the realm of personal growth, consistency is the foundation for making lasting changes. Many people struggle with New Year's resolutions or short-term goals because they don't incorporate consistency into their approach. They may start off with great enthusiasm, only to lose momentum after a few weeks or months. The problem isn't that they lack the desire to change, it's that they haven't committed to the consistent actions required to make that change sustainable. Personal growth is a gradual process, and consistent effort is what makes it stick. Whether you're trying to develop new habits, improve your skills, or grow emotionally, consistency is the key to making lasting progress. The impact of consistency is also evident in how it fosters improvement over time. The process of consistently doing something, even imperfectly, leads to incremental improvement. At first, the results may not be obvious. You may feel like you're putting in effort without seeing any immediate return. But over time, those small improvements add up. For example, if you practice a new skill for 30 minutes every day, you may not notice a huge difference after a few days, but after weeks or months of consistent practice, the progress becomes undeniable. Consistency is the engine that drives this incremental improvement, helping you build mastery in any area of life. Another important aspect of consistency is its ability to combat self-doubt and fear. Many times we are held back from taking action because we fear failure or don't believe that we can achieve our goals. Consistency, however, quiets those fears by reinforcing the idea that success comes through regular, sustained effort. When you commit to taking action every day, even if it's a small step, you gradually gain confidence. With each action you take, you reduce the influence of self-doubt, proving to yourself that you are capable and resilient. This process helps you build belief in your abilities, which becomes a powerful motivator to continue forward. Consistency also teaches patience. In a world that often values instant gratification, it can be difficult to stay committed to long-term goals when immediate results aren't visible. But consistency teaches us that good things take time. The progress may be slow at first, but as long as you keep putting in the effort, the results will come. Over time, consistency builds a sense of trust in the process. You begin to understand that success is not a sprint but a marathon, and that the key to achieving big goals is staying consistent, even when the road ahead seems long or uncertain. Finally, consistency helps you create a sense of identity. When you consistently show up for yourself and your goals, you begin to identify as someone who takes action, stays committed, and achieves their objectives. This sense of identity becomes ingrained in who you are and how you see yourself. You no longer view consistency as a struggle or a challenge. It becomes a natural part of your daily life. And over time, your identity as a consistent, reliable person becomes the driving force behind your continued success. Empowering affirmations are more than just positive statements. They are powerful tools for transformation that can shape our mindset, behavior, and overall outlook on life. Affirmations are the words we speak to ourselves, repeated thoughts or declarations declarations that influence our beliefs and actions. The power of affirmations lies not in mere wishful thinking, but in their ability to rewire our subconscious mind, helping us replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. When practiced regularly, affirmations can significantly impact our self-esteem, confidence, and ability to achieve our goals. At their core, empowering affirmations are designed to promote self-belief and cultivate a positive, growth-oriented mindset. They help shift our focus from what we perceive as shortcomings or failures to what is possible and achievable. When we affirm positive beliefs about ourselves, we reinforce the idea that we are capable of overcoming challenges, achieving success, and growing into the person we aspire to be. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough to succeed," an empowering affirmation might be, "I am worthy of success and fully capable of achieving my goals." One of the key reasons affirmations are so powerful is that they influence our subconscious mind. Our subconscious is responsible for many of our automatic thoughts, behaviors, and emotional reactions. Often the beliefs that shape our subconscious mind were formed long ago based on past experiences or external influences and may not be aligned with our true potential. Negative beliefs such as "I'm not smart enough" or "I don't deserve happiness" can hold us back from pursuing our dreams and taking risks. By consistently repeating positive affirmations, we can begin to challenge and replace these limiting beliefs with more empowering ones. This process over time can help to reprogram our subconscious mind, making it easier to embrace new opportunities and take action toward our goals. Empowering affirmations also have a significant impact on our emotional state. Our thoughts are closely tied to how we feel. Negative self-critical thoughts can lead to feelings of anxiety, stress, and low self-worth, while positive affirmations can create a sense of confidence, peace, and motivation. When we affirm our strengths, abilities, and worthiness, we begin to feel more positive and empowered. For example, if we affirm, "I am confident in my abilities," it can help to ease feelings of insecurity or self-doubt. As we continue to repeat such affirmations, they reinforce the emotional state we desire, boosting our overall well-being and helping us navigate challenges with greater ease. Another powerful aspect of affirmations is their ability to focus our attention and energy on what we want to manifest in our lives. Our minds are constantly bombarded with external stimuli, and it's easy to become distracted by what we don't want, our fears, worries, or limitations. Empowering affirmations help us redirect our focus toward the positive outcomes we desire. For example, if we want to attract abundance into our lives, we might affirm, "I am open to receiving abundance in all areas of my life." By repeating this affirmation regularly, we program our minds to focus on opportunities, growth, and prosperity rather than scarcity or lack. This shift in focus can lead to a more positive, proactive mindset, opening the door to new possibilities. The process of using affirmations is not a quick fix or magic solution, but rather a practice that requires consistency and belief. Just like any habit, it takes time to integrate affirmations into our daily routine and to truly feel their impact. It's important to approach affirmations with genuine belief and a sense of intention. If we say an affirmation without truly believing it, it may not have the same effect. However, as we continue to repeat affirmations, especially when paired with positive action, the belief in the affirmation becomes stronger. For instance, if we affirm, "I am a successful person," but don't take any steps toward our goals, the affirmation may feel disconnected from our reality. But when we align our thoughts with our actions by setting clear goals, working toward them, and acknowledging our progress, the affirmation feels more authentic, and the shift in our mindset becomes even more powerful. Affirmations are also incredibly versatile, meaning they can be tailored to suit any area of life. Whether you want to increase your self-confidence, improve your health, build better relationships, or achieve professional success, empowering affirmations can be created to reflect your specific intentions. For example, someone looking to improve their health might use affirmations such as, "I honor my body and make choices that support my health and well-being," while someone focused on career success might say, "I am capable of achieving my professional goals and creating a fulfilling career." By customizing affirmations to your personal desires and goals, you are better able to focus your energy and attention on what matters most to you. The act of speaking or writing affirmations also has a profound effect on our self-perception. When we affirm positive qualities about ourselves, we begin to internalize them, which in turn influences the way we see ourselves. Over time, these affirmations become more than just words, they become a reflection of our new self-concept. We start to see ourselves as capable, worthy, and deserving of success, which can lead to increased confidence and a stronger sense of self-esteem. This transformation in how we view ourselves is crucial for taking inspired action and stepping into new opportunities with conviction. Long-term change is one of the most transformative yet challenging processes we can experience. It involves creating sustainable shifts in our behaviors, habits, mindset, and ultimately our lifestyle. While short-term changes can be quickly achieved through bursts of motivation or willpower, long-term change requires consistency, patience, and a deep commitment to personal growth. It's about making lasting adjustments that not only improve the way we live, but also shape who we are over time. One of the most significant factors in achieving long-term change is the understanding that change is a process, not a quick fix. Many people begin with high expectations, wanting to see immediate results, but when they don't see drastic improvements in the short term, they often give up. This impatience is one of the biggest barriers to long-term change. The truth is that lasting change takes time, and it requires a level of persistence and dedication that goes beyond the initial enthusiasm. By accepting that change is a gradual journey, we can manage our expectations and stay motivated through the inevitable ups and downs. Another key element in long-term change is the need to shift our mindset. To create lasting transformation, we must begin by changing the way we think about ourselves, our goals, and the process of change itself. A fixed mindset where we believe our abilities and qualities are set and cannot be improved makes long-term change more difficult. In contrast, a growth mindset, the belief that our abilities can be developed through effort and learning, empowers us to embrace challenges and view setbacks as opportunities for growth. With a growth mindset, we are more likely to stay resilient in the face of obstacles, knowing that the struggle is part of the learning process. Creating long-term change also requires us to replace old habits with new, healthier ones. Habits are deeply ingrained behaviors that often operate on autopilot. Whether it's a habit of procrastination, negative self-talk, or unhealthy eating, changing these patterns takes time and deliberate effort. However, once a new habit is formed, it becomes second nature, allowing us to make positive changes without conscious effort. The key to replacing old habits is consistency. Small, deliberate actions repeated over time can help rewire the brain and make the new habit feel as automatic as the old one. The process can be challenging at first, but as we consistently reinforce the new behavior, the old habit starts to lose its grip on us. One of the most important factors in achieving long-term change is building a support system. Change can be isolating, especially when the process feels slow or when setbacks occur. Surrounding ourselves with people who understand our goals and encourage our efforts can make a huge difference. Support systems provide accountability, motivation, and a sense of community, which can help keep us on track even when we feel discouraged. Whether it's family, friends, or a support group, having people who believe in our ability to change and who offer encouragement along the way can significantly increase our chances of success. In addition to a support system, having clear, specific goals is crucial for long-term change. Vague or unrealistic goals can lead to frustration and a lack of direction. When setting goals, it's essential to break them down into smaller, manageable steps that can be achieved over time. These smaller milestones serve as markers of progress, providing us with a sense of accomplishment and motivation to keep moving forward. Regularly reviewing our goals helps us stay focused and reassess our strategies, ensuring that we remain aligned with our long-term vision. Another critical component of long-term change is self-compassion. During the journey of transformation, it's inevitable that we will encounter setbacks, make mistakes, or face moments of doubt. During these times, it's important to be kind to ourselves and not view these challenges as failures. Self-compassion involves treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a friend. Instead of harshly criticizing ourselves when we fall short, we acknowledge our progress and give ourselves credit for the effort we've put in. This mindset helps us stay motivated and continue moving forward, even when the road gets tough. Patience is also essential when striving for long-term change. The journey to lasting transformation is not linear, and there will be times when progress feels slow or stagnant. During these times, it's important to remember that change is still happening beneath the surface. Small, consistent efforts accumulate over time, and even if we don't see immediate results, we are still laying the foundation for long-term success. Embracing patience allows us to ride out the inevitable dips in progress and stay committed to our goals, knowing that persistence is key to creating lasting change. Long-term change also requires flexibility. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances may shift in ways that challenge our plans. Instead of being rigid in our approach, we must be willing to adapt and adjust our strategies when needed. Flexibility means being open to learning from setbacks, making adjustments to our approach, and staying committed to our vision despite the challenges. This adaptability helps us navigate obstacles without losing sight of our ultimate goal. In conclusion, long-term change is a process that requires patience, consistency, and a willingness to grow. It involves shifting our mindset, replacing old habits with new ones, and building a supportive environment that encourages our efforts. While the journey may be challenging at times, the rewards of lasting change, improved self-esteem, greater resilience, and a more fulfilling life are well worth the effort. By embracing the process, staying committed to our goals, and being compassionate with ourselves along the way, we can create lasting transformation that positively impacts every area of our lives.